All right. I think everything's good with the mic. So let's talk about religion. So there's all kinds of different types of religion in the world, just like there's all different types of people in the world. And most different types of people have different types of religion. And religion really is just the thoughts that they believe that with the lives that they live. Most of the time it happens when you're really, really young. You get a, a doc, adopted into it pretty much. Your families are going towards it. Now most religions have really good morals, values, good principles of being a human being, but they all say the same thing. If you don't believe the way that I believe, then you're wrong. I don't Instead of thinking about some theory that, oh, it's written down in the book so it must be real. Well, somebody created that book, and those books have been printed millions of times. It's just like a belief in your mind, like an idea. Um, Now, how you treat people around you, that's the most important thing to me. How you interact with your community. Back in the day, instead of cities in different countries, everybody was separated. Very much lived in your village, and it was basically you and your village, and that's how it was. And so being part of the community was really important. Being friendly, getting along with people. There's going to be people you don't get along with. There's going to be people that they just strike you in such a way that you don't want to know them. You don't care so much to understand them. But the most important thing is to realize that they're human beings. They're going through something, and there's just you have no idea what they're going through. So you can't put yourself in their shoes. Um, so all you can do is see from an outside perspective, which is your perspective, and respect their boundaries. And if you don't agree with them, just stay away from them the best of your ability. That's why they have restraining orders now, pretty much. Um, but yeah, in the real world, there are no rules. You know, when um, when Rome collapsed, pretty much it was just chaos everywhere. It was chaos, and the rules went out the window, and it was survival of the fittest. And remember, human beings are imaginative beings, so we can create our own reality through our thoughts. So you can be a positive human being, or you can be a negative human being, or you can be somewhere in the middle where you're not so sure of which side you land on. But the main thing to remember is that if you're a good person and you try your best, no matter your situation in the world, um, you can come through it. You can come through the fire stronger and realize that um, enjoying your life is the most important thing. Enjoying each day is the most important thing. You don't know about next year. You don't know about 10 years from now. You can remember the past, but you don't need to obsess over the past to the point of distracting you from the present moment. Um, so, these are concepts and ideas that are protecting you. When you're in the present moment, you're thinking about today. You're um, texting or calling one of your friends. You're focusing on things at your house. You're focusing on your kids or your pets, or anything that interests you. You're enjoying stuff. Finding humor in anything is very important, because taking things too seriously can relieve to stress, and unnecessary stress. There's a lot of things you just can't control in life, and you basically just have to guide yourself each day to live a stress-free life, because the truth is stress kills. And when you're trying to control things that you can't control, um, now if you're into a job, there's all kinds of jobs out there, but if you're into a job that you're in control of other people to be able to, a manager, or any type of controlling, people situation, um, they're going through stuff in their lives, and being a team player and a leader is very important. And you're basically doing that with your own personal life. You're becoming a self uh, efficient and respectable person when it comes to your own mindset.